Hi.
Hi.
Just wanted to say thank you for joining us and welcome to our podcast. Thanks for not dying. I'm Robin, and this is my sister Jen, my twin sister Jen.
That's me.
And that's my daughter Taylor. Hi, everybody. I just wanted to, we're doing this podcast for therapy for myself. Because there for a long time, I was ashamed of what happened. I'm a suicide survivor of 2 times. And it's unbelievable to me. It's still unbelievable. I still can't believe that happened.
Neither can we.
No. I bet. It's scary.
We're gonna get into it.
We're gonna get into it.
There's a lot of shit we gotta deal with.
There is, and I'm sure there's a lot that I don't know because I don't remember most of what has happened. I really don't. It's been a year now. I've been struggling with depression for 15 years, but the past year has been the worst. I've had my first suicide attempt in November of 2024, and then most recently, April 28th of this year. And it's been scary, and I really want to share my story so others know that they're not alone. People tend to hide behind this, and it's nothing to be ashamed of. It's really not. It's a mental illness, and people have to realize that it's real. And it's something that a lot of people go through. More people than we ever can imagine go through this.
And we're so proud of you.
Thank you.
Proud of you. I like to share it with other people, and you want to share your story just so other people hear that it's nothing for people to be ashamed of. Or be scared to talk to other people because that's the best thing you can do. Like, I know you love to share your story. I mean, you don't love to share it.
Right. It's not something I'm excited to share, but it's something
that
has happened, and I don't want to hide behind it. It's just
And even like a year ago now, I mean, it's been that long. Jen and I, from the beginning, were like, oh my gosh, I cannot wait for her to get out of this. One, just to get out of it, because it was absolute hell for you and everybody. But also we knew, when you come out on the other side, you're going to be able to help so many people.
Yeah.
Which I think is just so crazy that we thought that in the beginning, because it's like, why were we even thinking about that?
Yeah.
But I think that's also a testament to how amazing of a person you are. And knowing, even though you were struggling so much, we're like, she's going to be fine. And she's going to help so many people from
crazy.
this.
That is.
Yeah.
It is crazy. And plus, too, so many people look at you, and you even said when you were going through the depression, like, why am I like this? My life is perfect. I have an amazing family. I have an amazing life in general. And you were just so, blown away yourself. Like, why am I remember you just seriously coming over, wanting to, you would seriously, rip your clothes off.
Trying to crawl out of your skin.
Oh, my God. You were just like, what's wrong with me? And
depression is the worst feeling in the world, and it's something you can't explain unless you actually have gone through it.
Yeah.
You have pain throughout your whole entire body, and you can't explain it, and you can't get out of it. You can't just shake it off. Like some people say, just shake it off, you'll be fine. It's impossible. It really is. It takes a lot.
Speaking of the pain that you're talking about, I remember how many times we took her to doctors and hospitals and x-rays, and I remember perfectly taking her to the ER in Finley, and you came out of it, and I was so relieved nothing was wrong with you.
Well, that's because I remember one of her doctors was like, "Oh, she has leukemia." One of your doctors was like, "Well, you have signs of leukemia," and we're like, "Oh my God, she has leukemia!" And this is
Grammy. And for me, I was probably like, "Thank God."
Yeah,
I want to know what it is. I wanted a reason for why I was feeling the way I was feeling.
And I think that's what Jen was gonna say was right. You're like, we're all excited. Oh, I know leukemia, and you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, she was too. I was looking at you because I remember driving home with you, and it was an hour-long drive, and you were just pissed because and we were relieved. We're like, oh my gosh, she's fine. Nothing's wrong with her.
Yeah.
But you were just like, what the fuck's wrong with me then?
I wanted something to have a reason behind the pain.
Well, and you would always talk about this pain in your stomach, and I do remember at one point you did have a swelling. Do you remember that? It was Was it a hernia? I don't even think we ever found out, but I remember specifically.
There's been a lot of stuff.
I'm going back in my mom brain, what? But that was very fresh. I think that was August or September even. I could look it up because I remember specifically I recorded when the doctor came in because I'm like, okay, there's too many things going on. One doctor's saying leukemia, and now you have this bulge in your stomach. She's also having constant diarrhea, every day.
Oh, God,
multiple times
I remember
a day.
that. Yeah.
So many words.
No appetite whatsoever. So we genuinely did think, and then you Google shit. So we're thinking, oh my God, she has leukemia. We're looking it up. We're like, she probably does.
Oh my God, Google.
Yeah.
Horrible. Don't ever Google
anything.
Anything.
But so I don't even remember where I was going with that, but I remember recording what the doctor was saying because it's like we're getting so many stories and you're showing him, you're thinking, oh my God, okay, it's my stomach. There's something wrong with my stomach. We're getting all these tests and we're like, oh, she's fine. And you were just pissed because you're like, I'm not fine.
I was pissed.
Yeah.
I remember being pissed. I don't remember a lot of stuff only because I've been through some 15 ECT treatments.
Mm-hmm.
Just what, 2 weeks ago was your last?
Just 2 weeks ago.
15
2
final
or 3 weeks ago was my final one.
Cheers.
Which is
I know,
incredible, by the
exactly.
way. I know people probably don't know what ECT is, and I'm sure we'll get to that
Yeah.
eventually, but like, let's just remember to circle back on ECT in general.
Yeah,
we'll
we know
probably
that.
have at least like a whole episode on it.
Yep.
But the amount of strain that your body went through just doing ECT is amazing.
Mhm.
And the
Yeah.
fact you came out on the other side because there were some really scary moments.
That was a lot of scary.
Very, very, very scary moments of ECT too. But yeah, everything your body has been through, your mind's been through in the past year, it's just incredible that you're sitting here today in the state that you're in now.
Well, it's incredible that you guys are still sitting here talking with me as crazy as I was.
And that we're not in psych ward.
Exactly. You guys have been the best.
Even though we
support.
visited a few.
We have visited a few psych wards.
Oh yeah, I was in psych wards. I
Yeah.
was. Yeah, I kind of remember it, but I kind of not at the same time. But I remember a little bit of it, and I was even in a place with the trails for a 26-day period. It was a mental health facility,
An outpatient one,
An outpatient
right? Like a
one.
private treatment center.
private treatment center.
So we
Where
have
was that?
convince
Columbus?
her.
Was that Columbus?
That was like
Keith. No.
BFE.
I don't know where it was. It was way out in the boonies somewhere. A few
In
hours
Ohio.
somewhere.
Yeah, it was
Ohio.
like far away.
Norfolk or something like that.
Some Heath or something.
It was either Keith or no.
I don't know. I
There
just
was
know
like
we kept
3
driving
miles.
past
That's how
that.
BFE it was.
What was that basket we kept driving past? That
Oh,
thing?
the-
Oh, the Longenberg.
Oh, look,
one.
she
I
remembers.
remember.
Look at you! She remembers something. But her memory has been like hit and miss. I even just today, I mentioned something about blankets.
Because
I had
you
bought
gave me
them.
inspirational
Inspirational.
worded blankets.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I don't. She
She
said,
goes, what are you talking about?
I said, I don't even remember that.
Until I went, I go, let's go look in your basket.
Mhm.
She was scared. She looked
Yeah.
terrified
Oh, I was
because
like,
she
no,
didn't
I don't
remember.
Well, that's probably a horrifying feeling.
Yeah.
It is a scary feeling, but I'm kind of getting used to it.
And a lot of things, I really still think it's amazing that you don't remember it. It's probably good. You know what I mean? You're like, I don't really remember the psych units. And it's
Yeah.
like, well, thank God. Because
Yeah.
that's another thing we're going to talk about too, is like how horrible the system is and
Right.
being in mental health facilities and how it's just really not helpful, but it's like your last lifeline.
It is.
Thinking I have to go here,
Well,
and then
speaking
it's not
of-
good.
Right.
Yeah, she actually had to admit herself
Mhm.
into a psych ward.
I do remember that because I remember I was feeling like shit for the longest time, and to see a psychiatrist, there was like months and months out to be able to get in to somebody. And the only way to find somebody, a psychiatrist sooner, was to be in a mental health facility, a psych ward, I guess I could say.
Mm-hmm.
So Mike, my husband, he's been a great supporter for the longest time.
Very good.
Yes. He actually drove me to Cleveland Clinic to get looked at, for one. And then they suggested to do that and get admitted to the psych ward there in the Cleveland Clinic area. I guess I'm not sure where it was at exactly. So I admitted myself into the Cleveland Clinic psych ward just to see a psychiatrist sooner to get extra help.
Which
And-
that just circles back on how many people struggle with mental illness. The fact that there's that long of a wait
right?
just
It's
to
very
even get
sad.
an appointment.
Yeah.
You know, it's horrible.
And
but
that was back what? August?
I don't know.
that was October.
Was it October?
Mhm. It was October.
2024.
That was
Yeah.
so that was a month before my first attempt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I was trying to get help.
Mm-hmm.
I really was, but
And that's the thing. Like you're always doing the right things when or you think you are.
right.
Like you think, okay, well, let's do this, let's do that, let's do this, let's do that, let's do this, let's do that. And then it's like you're going nowhere because you keep ending up in these same mental health facilities. They're passing you around to different psychiatrists, different doctors, different people that think they know what you need. And I think that's hard too, even for like outsiders, like our friends and stuff. Like everybody is such amazing support systems. But sometimes you get so many opinions that it's overwhelming and you're like, I don't even know what she needs. And it's
And
hard.
it's so frustrating too because you think you can, trust what the doctors and nurses and
Mhm.
psychiatrists are telling you, and you want to believe that.
Mhm.
Right.
But then after so many different remedies that they throw at you, like your different supplements, like, oh, you shouldn't be on all those supplements with this and that,
Right.
and this medicine shouldn't be taken with that medicine. And we're like, well, why weren't we told this before?
And medicine in general. I mean, they say it takes 4 to 6 weeks for something to get into your system.
Or even 6 to 8 weeks.
So,
sometimes.
yeah. And then, like, for your instance, you checked yourself into the emergency room, then voluntarily checked yourself in to the mental hospital the first time. They switched your medications there because they're like, oh, that's not the right one. You shouldn't be on that one. So they switch it. You leave the mental hospital. Your body is still trying to adjust to that. In that time, you had your first suicide attempt.
Yeah.
So you go back to another mental hospital. They change your meds again. It doesn't even give your body time
to figure
to
out if it's
figure out
working.
if that first one was working. It's
Right.
just, the whole thing is just so frustrating. And for you, especially because you just want to be better. We want you to be better. And it's like you just don't know where to turn and what's right and what's wrong.
Right.
It's really difficult.
And that's all you could think about was what was in your head. And it was so hard for you to articulate, to tell anybody or tell us, because we kept thinking, you know, we want to help the best we can, but me and Tay had our own secret phone calls because really,
Right.
we didn't want to keep ourselves
sane.
We had to keep ourselves sane that way, but we knew, like, thank God we had each other
Yeah.
to go through this with, because we didn't want to, like, drag you into something extra. We're trying to figure out how to help you.
I get it.
And it was just so frustrating.
You would always say,
Yeah.
I just wish there was a magic pill.
Mhm.
And it's like, I wish there was too.
Well, that's all I could think about. I couldn't even have conversations with you guys
No.
about anything fun ever because all I could think about was the pain in my body. It was so strong of a feeling, and that my mind wouldn't let me think about anything else. It was, I mean, we went through Thanksgiving and Christmas and everything else, and that's all I could think about was. And then, by the way, my daughter Taylor had a baby
Yeah.
during all of this, so she was the first
My
baby.
first baby.
Her first, so she's the first mom.
She's been so strong.
Yeah, so she had a, you know,
It's
she was
trauma.
going through having
Yeah.
a new baby, and then with me going through this mental illness and depression, and going through staying in a mental health facility for a month,
Mm-hmm.
and coming to visit me with the baby, and it was a lot for her and a lot for you too, just going through all of this, and it was hard.
Well, I spent the night with Tay quite a few times.
Yeah.
Did you?
So she could, well, she started her new job.
Oh yeah, she started
You
a
were
new
in
job.
your first psych ward. It sounds weird to say. First psych ward.
It sounds weird to say psych ward that I was
Well,
even
actually,
there.
the day that you checked yourself into the psych ward was the night before I was supposed to go back to work. And you were supposed to come and watch Fits for me.
Oh, wow.
And so I was just panicked because I'm like, well, I'm supposed to go back to work tomorrow. My maternity leave is ending.
Working from home.
Working from home, which is amazing. I love my job.
That's
But
it.
I'm just like, well, now my mom can't be here to help me. And at the same time, I'm just worried to death about
Yeah,
you. It's like, okay, I'm just going to log in, start work back up,
Yeah,
act like
nope.
everything's fine. And it's not, you know?
Yeah, that's scary.
But again, thank God I had Jen, and she has been and is just so helpful. But and just in general, like, thank God Jen was there, because there's just times where I just like want to call you, and like
That's so sad.
I don't want to get emotional, but
Yeah.
I was like, I just want my mom.
Yeah.
You know, like I had the baby for the first time, and it's like it'd be like little moments, you know, like when he's doing something so cute, and I'm like, oh, she would love this.
We need
But-
tissues.
No, right?
or I remember like so vividly, like the first time he got sick, which wasn't that long ago, which is just crazy to like think about. You've just like been sick for so long.
I don't even remember him being sick. It's just so sad. I hate that I don't remember a lot of his first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he just had like a stomach bug, and I got him up from a nap, and he was just covered in vomit, and it was just so sad. And I just thought, like, I don't even know what to do. I just want to call my mom. And I like picked up the phone, and I'm like, I can't call my mom because she's not my mom right now.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just like a really scary thing as like a family member too, which also I think people don't talk about enough, is like how family members are affected by it, because it is a lot. And it's like, obviously, like, love you to death and want you to get better, but it's such a struggle of like balancing your own life
Yeah.
while simultaneously trying to help you, like, save yours, you know?
Right.
It's hard.
To stay sane yourself.
Yeah.
It's difficult.
Right.
But we're here.
Yes. Yes, we are.
Thank God.
Thank God.
Thanks for not dying.
Oh my God. That was good.
But anyway, I don't even know.
Anyhow,
We just started
but yeah.
babbling.
Oh.
Prettiest baby boy ever.
Yes.
She has
Yes.
turned 1. And she's been here able to celebrate his first party. So.
And she was back to herself, I would say, like, right
Yeah.
around his birthday, which was like
Right.
a tiny
I was. I think I
So
was.
she's only been back to normal for like since July 1st.
Since the
Yeah,
beginning of
so
July.
like a month today.
Yeah.
Today's August
Wow.
1st.
Yeah, you're right.
Back to normal.
What's normal?
What even is normal?
You can
What
say
the hell is
know.
normal?
how I was. How would you explain how I was? I was like a zombie. My
You were-
doctor
yeah.
told me I was like a zombie because when I went back to my doctor when I was feeling better, she actually got to see my personality back, and she's like, Robin, I want to tell you, you were like a zombie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And she said I was homicidal and suicidal.
We'll get to that too.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that was only a short period of time. I don't want people to think you were
Right.
like that for a
No,
year.
it was
Right.
That was
No,
the middle of
it
your
was
ECT
just-
treatments. You were
The
very
harshest.
It was,
You were very
but
It was
yeah.
literally for like I think 8
And I don't
hours
remember that at
that
all.
you were homicidal. I
Right.
mean, you were suicidal for unfortunately a
And
very
I
long
don't
period of
remember
time.
it at all.
And we'll get into all that.
Yeah.
later, too.
We'll get into that.
We'll go into it.
How we
Yeah.
found out.
There's a lot to discuss.
Yeah. But I really think, even just, for you, you've seen many therapists, and I know you struggle in general to open up just, the way you were raised and how maybe you weren't comfortable opening up. I think, we talk about this all the time, that for me, it's so easy for me to just say whatever the hell I think or however I feel,
Yeah.
because you provided that to me, but that's not the environment you guys were provided growing
No,
up.
our
But they
parents
thought that
were-
they were doing their best.
Yeah,
They didn't know. It's
No.
not their fault. But I just think this is really helpful for you and beneficial for you to be able to tell your story and just get all your feelings and your thoughts out about what's happened for the past year,
Yeah.
because you don't feel comfortable doing that in therapy. So this is like your therapy.
I think so.
And our
It's
therapy too.
And it's our
And it's your therapy,
therapy.
yeah. And I'm glad it could be your therapy too. And some people out there, I hope it's your therapy as well.
Yeah.
And you realize you're not alone. So, yeah.
Hopefully this hits home for some people.
I hope,
Well,
yeah. Well, I hope not.
I hope not, but
Yeah. Yeah, you are a little out there.
Alright.
There she is.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
We have a lot of things to discuss, for sure.
lots of therapy sessions.
Lots
to
of
come.
therapy sessions. I feel good about this. I was
Yeah.
very nervous about doing this, but
We've
I
had a
think
lot
it's
of
a
good
thing.
feedback, so we like to, put that out there on social media. And we've had a lot of good feedback from
Mm-hmm.
all of you. So thank you for being so supportive with her
Yeah.
and her journey.
Yeah.
And thanks for all of our supporters, mine and Tate's,
Yes.
especially because this last year has been hell,
Mm-hmm.
a nightmare.
Thank God for my husband Nate.
Yeah.
He's the best.
Well, I have boyfriend.
Your
Dave.
boyfriend, yeah, great. You
Oh,
guys
yeah.
just started dating at the
Just
very
started
beginning, so
dating, and he didn't know what kind of crazy he was getting himself
and then you stuck around, so
He's
we like
still
him.
here.
We love him.
We love him. Yeah,
We love
he's a
Craig.
great guy. He's been there for so
Which I'm
much. Yeah.
surprised I haven't scared him away.
If this didn't scare him away, I think you're locked in. Or he's locked in. Either.
Yeah.
Thank God, because he has been super supportive and sweet. And,
Yes.
I just can't even,
Yeah.
all the things I remember, how helpful.
Well, I remember
All-
him saying that he would bring you protein shakes over in the morning or
Yeah,
something
when you
for
were your first
Yeah.
attempt, when we were going back and forth to the hospital and
He'd make sure you
trying
ate.
to, God, he would
Yeah.
pack me little snacks.
Well, I remember one time you and I were on the phone, and it was like the morning, and all of a sudden Jen screams, and I'm like, trauma. I'm like, oh my gosh, what's wrong? Oh my God, who's there? She's getting murdered. And she's like, God, Craig just walked in and brought me a smoothie, scared the shit out of me. I'm like, God, Craig, you can't do things like that. We're on edge here.
Don't bring me smoothies.
Don't be nice.
Without notice.
That is rude.
Yeah, exactly.
He's the best. He's been super
Yeah,
supportive for
he
you.
is.
And
So
I
thank you, Craig.
Thank you, Craig.
Yes.
Okay.
And I even told Craig before, thank gosh you guys met each other when you did, because that made me feel so much better being far from you, thinking of you being alone, you guys met at such a,
I'm so glad
not a good
you came
time,
in,
but a good
yeah.
time.
It was like everything happens for a reason.
It's
Story.
crazy how life happens.
It is. It is crazy.
I never would have thought we'd be sitting
Maybe
here.
we'll have Craig as a guest
Never.
sometime.
Yay.
Yay.
I'm definitely gonna have my husband Mike on here.
And
Yes.
Nate.
And Nate.
And
Nate.
Nate's husband,
Yes,
Nate.
he's been there for her
Oh my
for
God.
a lot. Yeah.
He's the best.
Thank God we have so many supportive people.
Yeah, honestly, we're
And
so
our friends,
lucky.
our lake friends.
Yes.
Yes. Definitely.
All of my friends that have listened to me on the phone cry, laugh, they just held me.
Exactly.
It's amazing how many great people
So
we have in our lives.
Messages and texts and phone calls and
Yes.
sometimes we did want to answer, but I'm sorry for that.
Yeah, it's just a lot.
Handle it. You don't know how to handle it sometimes.
Yeah.
You're just like, I don't want to cry.
Well, you
now.
don't
Or
hear
it's one
about
of
it.
those.
You
Yeah.
don't hear about it from a lot. I mean, at all. You don't hear about suicide
No.
at all. About people talking about it and who to go to and who to talk to. And thanks.
I was just thinking that.
We're doing this.
Put the microphone up here.
It doesn't
Got
get
it.
that close, but it was kind of ruffled. I just shoved it in her face.
You got this.
Sometimes I wanted to smack
bet you did.
Yeah.
I know. I guess I was kind of a bitch there a few times.
Oh, jeez.
I don't remember. I don't remember. I mean, I'm sure.
Well,
I
when you
was,
woke
but-
up from the life support, remember?
Yeah.
Oh my God, she did not want to be like there. It was
No.
awful.
We were like, do you regret what you did? And she's like, no,
Yes.
I wish I died.
Oh
And we're
God.
like, serious?
And I was like, well, I'm glad you're here. Thanks for not
Yeah.
dying.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Honestly, it was weird. She
Wow.
doesn't remember that at all. But
No.
it was.
I don't remember being in the hospital at all.
We'll have to have like more of a
In depth, kind of.
like,
The next
how we got
episode,
out.
yeah, the next
for sure.
episode, we can kind of just start from the beginning. I know you touched on, your depression.
First suicide attempt, maybe.
And we can kind of touch on, like, why I still personally think it kind of triggered from my
Yes, your trauma.
my trauma after birth,
Yeah.
and I think
Okay.
that triggered it. We'll talk about that.
Oh, there we go.
And then kind of just what
Postpartum for her.
Mhm.
Yeah.
we'll just kind of go through the whole.
We don't know for sure exactly what happened, but we're just trying
Yeah.
to piece things together.
And that's another thing with depression. You always think like there has to be a reason, but sometimes you just have depression.
Yeah.
And there's
And
not
that's
a reason.
what it was with me, because I do
Yeah.
have a great life. I have great support. My
Mhm.
husband's wonderful. My family's wonderful. My friends are great.
And that's why you were so
that's why it
frustrated.
seriously
Yeah.
drove me crazy. Like, what is wrong with me?
Speaking of mine.
Speaking of mine,
So the chicken's almost done.
the chicken's off.
Dinner's ready.
Supportive.
Oh.
Recording is
Sorry.
included.
Hi, everyone.
No,
Here's
you
mine.
gotta
You gotta get
no,
in
you
here.
gotta leave it in
Put
one.
the camera
Leave
on.
it for mine.
We were just telling them how you're going to be a
There it
guest.
is.
Hi.
We were just talking about you.
What's up?
Oh, thank you.
And
Dinner's
chicken's almost
ready.
done. Obviously, we have a great support system.
We're having chicken, baked beans, green bean casserole, and salad.
Yay.
Oh, that was so funny. But yeah, so hopefully you guys will all just stick around. We'll hear some more. The next episode is probably going to be more about where it started. Like maybe your
Yeah,
story about your pregnancy and delivery and the trauma with that.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think that could be great.
Because I don't think that was everything, but I think maybe that had something to do with
Oh, I
it,
remember
you know?
her face.
Well, we were trying to think of everything. We tried to think of everything and why. And there
You
could be-
lost all color in your
Mhm.
face when we were at the emergency room. Called in there. So
Oh.
bad. It was, I could tell by your face. I was like, she's not good. I mean, it wasn't a good situation no matter what, but you were like just
Yeah.
totally
Yeah.
traumatized by it. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll get into all that.
We'll get into all that.
And kind of
We
how.
got all kinds of shit to share.
Yes.
Shit to share.
I still can't believe I'm here doing this. This is
Yeah.
craziness.
So proud of you.
So proud of you.
It's exciting.
How do you
I'm
feel
glad
after
to-
talking about it for, I don't know,
I
maybe
feel-
10, 15 minutes?
I feel better than I thought, and I feel actually more comfortable than I thought sitting here talking to everybody.
Everybody.
The
Me and Jack.
Sorry.
wine.
But I do. I feel really good. Yeah.
Good.
So I'm hoping to reach people that need to be reached. For
Mhm.
sure.
She does. She's a
Yeah.
helper.
I really do.
She is a helper.
People that you're not alone for sure. I mean,
Even though it feels like it, because I'm
Yeah.
sure you felt very
I
alone.
felt so alone.
Even though you had so
Yeah.
many people
Yeah.
supporting you.
I felt like I was the only one like here and around, and I couldn't talk to people, and I could have.
And that's kind of how we were too. Because I know I've had people reach out to me saying, just somebody who's gone through, a suicide attempt, and like, what do you do? Who do you reach out to? And I'm like, really, I don't know.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
just your support. Like, I'm glad that person had enough like love for me to be able to
And courage to speak up themselves.
exactly, and to reach
Yeah.
out to me to be like, hey, what can I do? And I'm like,
Yes.
every case is different. Everybody's
Yes.
completely different. So we're not therapists here.
No,
No, we're not therapists.
No, we're just sharing.
Maybe for
story.
each other we are.
Right.
Because we're so
Yeah, definitely.
in depth into our own
We want to
story.
help.
but-
As
And a
much
lot
as
of
we can.
people forget to ask the caregivers how they're doing. A lot of people ask, how I'm doing, this and that, but the caregivers have gone through a lot, and they do need to be recognized.
I'm a caregiver.
You're my caregiver. Just so you know.
I did not think about it.
Yes,
Goodness.
it was a lot, but honestly, would do it all over again.
Oh gosh.
I don't
Oh,
want
I would
to.
do it for you
I
guys.
would do that again.
Yeah, I
Oh
would
my
like.
But
god.
I would do it all over again for you. And that's
Yeah.
what we always would say. Like, Mom, if this was me, or it was Jen, or it was Mike, or it was Nate, or
She
it was
kept
Fitz, or
saying,
anybody
"I'm a
else you
birthday."
love,
Yeah.
you would have done the same thing.
Oh, I felt like I didn't want to be around you guys because I knew I was awful. Like, not awful in a, just awful.
You weren't
Like,
yourself.
I wasn't myself.
No,
Like, I
you
couldn't even
weren't.
talk to people.
And we knew that she
It was
was
just-
You were a little miserable in the mirror after all.
Oh, yeah.
I
was.
was.
Yeah.
So I was like, honest, but
I don't want to be here.
I mean, you
Yeah.
weren't you, and that's what made it so scary and so sad and just
Yeah.
frustrating as hell.
It's such
because
a
it
helpless
was my
feeling.
health.
Yeah.
For you and for us.
Yeah, because you guys couldn't do anything.
No.
Yeah.
We just
Yeah.
kept listening to the
tried.
same thing over and over and over and over and
Yeah.
over again and calling different doctors.
Research and doctors and three-way calls with me and Mike and Jen.
Yeah,
Like
a lot
that
of
was a
it.
full-time job in itself, just trying to find ways to help you.
Oh my god.
And it felt like we would take an inch forward and like 7 feet back. We'd be like, oh,
And then to go out in the world and be like, take my normal walk through
Yeah.
the neighborhood and act like everything's
hi
normal.
Jen, how are you? And you're like,
Everything's
how much
good.
time do you have?
Like, do you really mean it? Do you want to freaking know?
Well, since you asked.
And it depends on the person. Sometimes I would be like,
Yeah.
oh my god, it was the worst fucking day ever. And
Yeah.
then other days I'm like, you have to just fake it to those people that really don't need to know it.
Yeah. Well, that's how I was too. Like,
Yeah.
I would go on a walk. We have a neighborhood here that we know a lot of people that are great. But just to go on a walk, people would ask how I'm doing. And at the time, people didn't even know what was going on with me. And I would be like, hi, I'm good. How are you?
But I could tell in your face there was
Yeah.
nothing there, and I'm like,
Yeah.
shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm sure people knew. I'm sure. This is
Yeah.
the way I was. Yeah.
Yeah.
And if they didn't, they do now.
They do now. Welcome to Thanks for That Time.
All right, you guys. Well, you want to gonna wrap up?
Yeah.
Go eat our chicken.
Go get
Our
our
chicken's
dinner.
ready before it gets cold.
Chicken dinner.
Thanks for listening.
Yeah, thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Following along.
thanks,
We'll see you next time.
See you next time.
Thanks,
Thanks.
guys. Thanks.
Take care of everybody.